Alright, much better. Excellent connection. To me, who has no technical know-how, like, great. Everything's perfect. Alright, that should be better. Okay. Now all that's behind us, hopefully. The Elder Seeds here is expecting you, sir. May I show you in? Yes, you may. And our queue still hasn't popped, by the way. We're at 13 minutes. It said less than 5 when we started. Jack, you are returned to us, unharmed and victorious. Thus, I have 2 reasons to be glad. She is so boring. Yet many questions remain unanswered. If you would be so kind as to oblige me, I would fain hear all that occurred in Thornmarch. Really weird music. It's like wacky, acid-fueled party. It was odd. Then it is as we feared. The king really is a primal. But he really isn't, is he? I mean, the Moogles don't worship him for one thing. He's not even a god to them. That doesn't sound like any primal I've ever heard of. Then mayhap the fault lies with the definition. The fact remains that through a combination of power contained in crystals and the force of their collective faith, the Moogles call forth a being that by right should not exist. Moreover, when slain, said being left no corpse. Etherwith had compromised him, instead being scattered to the 4 winds. According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every respect the same. Which means... Asians, this whole business reeks of their handiwork.
Gerbo, but they said it was a masked man who had taught them how, years ago, but Gridania has no shortage of masked men, and I never thought to question.
Oh, we got it. Confound it all, how many more will ensnare with their tainted gifts? Alright. I can heal from... Oh, morning. No, yep. Sorry, I got the cue before I saw that. It's reading dialogue. New dungeon. So I'm assuming this dungeon was created after they released all of Realm Reborn. And that's why it's a quest. Very piratey. It's like a Dawn Trail preview. You have one new person. Going up to the right. Let's try and get a bullet here. Okay, relax. Probably pulled more than this. My defensive just went down, so it's hurting a bit more. Yeah, all the experienced tanks I've seen tend to pull like the whole goddamn dungeon at once. I don't mind going a little slower, especially first time through somewhere. That's the benefit of being a tank. You get to go at your own pace. You get to look around a little bit. Thought there was a hanging platform, but it's not. It's done. And the other players do let you know if you're going too slow. Like sometimes they'll pull mobs for you, which I normally don't like unless it's the healer. If the healer does it, I'm like, okay, He's telling me I think we can go faster, and I can keep you up if we go faster. It always annoys me when the DPS does it. Because DPS, be thankful you're in a dungeon at all. Okay, final sting. No, that hurts. Oh, look at this fella. I can't go by him. A Donkey Kong situation. Throwing crap at us. Okay, we found him right now. It's not a Sasquatch. That's a silverback. Get some crits. One's path. Inner beast. Inner beast. Triple inner beast. Alright, we got little lads. Banana trees. Oh, vulnerability up. Let's pop a defensive. 2 stacks. If I... Oh, he gets damage buffs. So why do we do that? Maybe the thought process is, when you get a bunch of stacks, he kind of gets crowd controlled when he runs and grabs the bananas. So you let your stacks drop. Oh, those are pretty cool. Even though he gets a damage up, you let your vulnerability drop. I don't know if that's the mechanic, but it seems right. In my head. Let's sprint. Okay. Hopefully one of us knows what they're doing. Scion Fenris. So we have a 40k reference and a League reference. Make me check treasure. Okay, well. So I'll check this in case it becomes monster. Alright, we got the gimmick now. I like this dungeon. Very piratey. Usually in dungeons you avoid the meta, so to speak, is you avoid all the chests because it's never anything that great. It's like potions or whatever. Apparently not in this one. A shorm! Shjorm. Whoops. I did that wrong. We have bubbles. Maybe we use that AoE to break the bubbles? No, it looks like everyone's getting rid of the bubbles while we have downtime. Or you just don't worry about the mechanics and kill them. Cool. This is feeling like the shoreline in Baldur's Gate. In Act 1. Resembles it. These guys are hurting quite a bit. Potion helped to heal her out. I didn't have a great cooldown up for that, just at arm's length, so maybe I shouldn't have pulled that much. Lesson learned. This looks like a fun boss. Had to be a Kraken. We fought a gorilla at the beginning of this, now we're fighting a giant Kraken. Guess we start here. So far, this is full of sound and... Oh, we need to get away from those. Okay, get away from the spouts. Can we do somebody? Oh, I'm gonna go kill this guy. I'm running away. Can't fight that. I guess we can. Whoops. Sorry. See, before I couldn't target that one. Oh, now I can. And he's back. Okay. Mechanics of this are a mystery to me, but we're getting there. I think we're making progress. Oh, he just gets scared and runs away. Okay. Didn't really have a feeling of completion after that, but sure. I'll read that. All right. I need to go repair. Then we'll do... I think I have Hawk Manor unlocked, so we're going to do that. The hard mode. Hello. Oh, no. Let's see. I thought I unlocked that. Whoops. This one. That's why I didn't see it. Hawk Manor. Hard mode Hawk Manor. To fix my gear? Nah. I'm doing the WoW thing, I'm ignoring it. A new intro. That's the first warning I got. You always ignore the first warning. It's like when your check engine light comes on, you can ignore it for a while, right? Hey, the wood whalers are here. We're going up. We're going up. It's already different. The story's already much darker. This Woodway will get possessed. The layout's much different. It's doing a series of tiny rooms. Okay. I assume hallway, go down hallway. Is it boss? Yes, it is. Probably need to interrupt that. It looks like that cast time is getting faster and faster. Pretty much just ignored everything. Went fine. Fun music. Ow. Should probably get out of this area to tank this. That seems prudent. To not have the group in the AoE. Alright, now we do the same thing. Let's run on the way through. I think we did that correctly. room? No. Yes. Ash. You captured your last Pokemon. I'm not proud of that joke. Let's get it away from that AoE. Come on. Red Mage, don't stand in the AoE. That was a lot of sound and fury signifying not much. That's it. Another boss. Ooh, cutscene. And boss. A lot of torture devices. She's back. And more scantily clad. As is the nature of things. This is where we fought the dual boss before. I did a stun. Ruined mechanics. Slake my hunger. It's gotta be Old English. No damage. Okay. Back to damage. some ads. Alright, that's a big AoE. Can't stun that. No one's killed this. Okay. Gucci. She's got a copy now. Copy dead. She is gaining HP back. Oh. Everybody's dead. Alright, slow DPS a bit when the last ad comes out. So when her copy comes out, we have to slow DPS. Alright, so whenever she sacrifices an ad, so when an ad's about to die, she will sack in and do something. Looks like. So we don't want to stack ads dying. So if we do that, the healer will be overwhelmed. I think that's what we're dealing with here. So technically, wouldn't we want to like ignore the last ad and just kill her? Ah, that time was fine. We might have just stacked ad deaths or something last time. Because that big AoE seems to come with ads dying. Or multiple big AoEs. Alright, we did it. Okay. Eh. Alright, now we go repair real quick. We weren't even that low. Alright, so now... going to open more hard modes. I wasn't going to do this, because I thought it would just be... more time spent doing busy work, but... they're actually really cool. It's a really neat system. Very different from... like Mythic Plus and WoW, which is just... everything does more damage and has a couple mechanics. It's like, no, they changed the whole story of the dungeon. What was I going to do? No, it's Ironworks gear. I want this. Not there yet. So that will match my Bard set. Alright, let's open up another hard mode. Because they are getting poetics too. It's definitely pirates. By the onion, Jack, you couldn't have come at a better time. A friend of mine sent word that he needs a capable adventurer, you see, and I naturally thought of you. Who's this friend, you ask? Why, none other than Commodore Raynor of the Yellow Jackets. He and I met back when I first started out as a culinarian, and we've been friends ever since. Any road, I'd appreciate if you pay him a visit and inquire as to what he needs doing. You find him in the Coral Tower with his Yellow Jackets. Alright, we're doing that. And I'd imagine, with these hard mode dungeons, it probably contains a lot of stuff that they wanted to put in initially, but probably didn't have time. So it gives the designers a chance to flex. Because the amount of crunch they were under with the initial game, I can't imagine. What's up, Raina? Good evening to you, Jack. How timely. There's something I would ask of you. But where are my manners? Is there aught you require? Here at Blozing's behest, you say. That should send you, of all people, is... that he should send you, of all people, is a stroke of good fortune indeed. I did kill all the primals and save the world. Permit me to apprise you of the situation. You will doubtless recall driving the Serpent Reavers out of Sestasha. Well, despite our best efforts to keep the place secure, I regret to inform you that it has been occupied by pirates. Pirates, I say, though eyewitnesses claimed that they seemed more akin to fiends from the briny depths. To be frank, we are not wholly certain what it is we are dealing with. I dispatched a party of adventurers to identify and eliminate the threat, but it would seem that courage failed them. But they were not you, my friend. You will fare better against whatever awaits within Sestasha. Of that I have no doubt. If you would be willing to assist us, pray report to De Purgia, who stands guard by the entrance of the caverns. Okay, we're doing that. Before we do that, I'm going to be right back. Just gotta refill tea and go pee. So, I'll be right back. Then we'll do that hard mode. Alright, we are back. Oh, one thing I wanted to do. I'm not going to worry about it. To start the ACT thing, I have to exit the game, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. It's more about exploring. What's up, Deperja? Ah, it's you. I take it you mean to help us again. Wonderful. I see those adventurers yonder. We sent them in first, but it soon became clear that they were unequal to the task. By my count, they lasted just under a minute inside before staggering back out, sucking for air like fish out of water. As such, we're no closer to ascertaining the nature of the threat, let alone eliminating it. You'll be going in blind, I know, but you've purchased Tasha before, and I'm certain you can repeat the feat. Answer whenever you're ready. I look forward to hearing of your success. Sweet. Pretty sure this is the first dungeon when you have like one ability. Very different music. Random pelican. Those look like corrupted by the void.
Filthy intruders, filthy intruders. Squawk.
With these dungeons, it seems like they kind of curb the meta a little bit. Because, like, what I'm doing and what I'm doing this because I've seen every other tank do it. You just keep running and keep pulling. Because the mobs don't do enough damage and healers are fine to just heal as you run. That's probably due to, you know, item level now compared to what it was. But still, it seems like they've added more sequence breaks, so you can't really do that. No? Okay. Oh, boss. Huge opener. Alright. See no ads, have no debuffs. Okay. Alright, that's a ton of damage. Wonder if I'm supposed to get in the way of that. So that seems... would have been a one-shot if people aren't, you know, higher item level like we are now. See if I can block that. like a lot of stuff for the DPS to do. I'm not doing anything. Oh. No, I don't think I blocked that. This way. Okay. Yeah, they're not letting you pull a million mobs in these dungeons. What if that was intentional, or if it's just the way they designed it? See ya, cave crabs. It does make sense, because they don't make the mobs very fast, so once you get threat, there's no reason to stand there and tank it. And WoW, they make the mobs, like, they're always faster than you. Unless you have a sprint up. Brine just blow up. Damage looks to be negligible. Yeah, these dungeons are way more segmented. Which I like, because I like the story of a dungeon. Like, pulling an entire dungeon, yeah, it's efficient, but it's kind of boring. Captain Madison. Oh, he looks wonderful. Look at this guy. Cool model. Alright, looks like he fixates on somebody. Can I get in front? Don't think so. Stun? Can't stun. You want you to divide and punish us again? Get your something up here. Oh, hello, boys. You can't zoom very far out in this game, again, compared to WoW. So you gotta keep panning the camera. Die, you swaven horse sons, yar! I'm not doing much tanking at all. Take these guys. Can't move. Still can't move. Guy was getting beat up. Leviathan is at 50, isn't he? I'm pretty sure they added him in a later patch, because I remember, I think it was Preach when he played through the game. I think he did Leviathan at 50. Yeah, I need to find where he opens up. I want to do that. Now, this looks like Sestashio of old. We have the dogs running out of here. It's MSQ. Alright. Yeah, I know there's a lot of MSQ post when we kill the Empire. I'll get there. I'm in no rush, though. If I wasn't enjoying the game, it'd be one thing. But I am. Alright, now we go big bull. Have my favorite defensive up. It's the Thorns one. Again, if I had ACT open, it'd probably look really good right now. But I do not. Gotta remember to start that. I know it doesn't load correctly if you load it while the game is loaded. That was a very loud sound. Just randomly a ton of mobs. Cool. Gives people a chance to flex their AoE. You done well making this far, but you wish you hadn't. Me bet'll turn you into something. Release the Kraken! Comedy. I'm glad we did it in this order, because we see the Kraken here now. What's up, buddy? Alright. I'm assuming we're killing tentacles, as in any tentacle fight. Or did we just hit him? We just hit him. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is stay in range of the Kraken so he doesn't swap with someone else. Then I'll kill tentacles. Is this the right way to do it? I don't know. Seems right to me. I'm gonna eat this. Way too far to run. What does this do? Lowering accuracy. That's not good. Alright. Inkblot's gone. This doesn't hurt. I'm gonna eat it. People are getting wrecked. Alright, these guys just got a damage buff. Let's kill him. Okay. Let's help this person kill this one. And we're back to him. Nice. That was a fun dungeon. Felt like a raid fight in a 5-man. Good job, team. I don't care about that. Ah, you returned. Tell me, were you able to identify the intruders? Men who look like jellyfish. And you say that they were Captain Madison and his crew? That is decidedly odd, but I know better than to doubt you. I will have the bodies retrieved for study. We might better be prepared to face such enemies in the future. Your work here is done, friend, and pray make your way to Airport. Commodore Rayner awaits you there, and doubtless will be glad of your first-hand account. Oh, I meant to try my other barding. Thought I got another... Oh, do I have to use it? Yes. Oh, it's just a hood. Sure, let's go with it. What's up, Rainer? I've already received word of your success. You do not disappoint, Jack. Sir, body has arrived for inspection. This thing used to be a man. Gods be good. How did this happen? I decided to turn the stomach. 'Tis well we've eaten. Oh, it's her again. We did quest with her earlier. My lady, thank you for granting us your valuable time and expertise. Commodore, allow me to introduce Miss Sienna, foremost among the celebrated Professor Lambertain's students. Let's not stand on ceremony, friends. This man's unnatural form can be attributed, I believe, to the excess absorption of water expected in ether. A living being can only absorb a certain quantity of either before suffering the adverse effects. To be altered so drastically requires a fatal dose. Yet our subject here lived long enough to be struck down, a most peculiar case indeed. I've heard that a primal creates thralls by showering mortals with its own ether. Could this be an extension of that process? I dare say you have struck the mark, Commodore. If being exposed once to a primal's ether is enough to corrupt the mind, it is plausible that repeated exposure corrupts the flesh. Madison and his crew had failed to hold Satasha for their Sahagan overlords, and I suspect that this was their punishment. The fishback's depravity knows no bounds. To think that creatures capable of such cruelty lurk nearby, I shan't get another wink of sleep while I am here. Have no fear, my lady. My yellow jackets have sworn to protect Ailport and her denizens, and in light of recent developments, you may be certain that we will redouble our vigilance. Yet my character model makes some of these scenes pretty funny. Just towering over everything, blocking the view. Your words give me heart, Commodore, and as previously agreed upon, by way of payment for my services, I shall hold on to the specimen for my research. Alright, done. Alright, and then we go to Aft Castle? Yeah. What am I at for poetics? 500. I need like 1100. Below. No. Where are you? Oh yeah, you're... This place is quite confusing. Still think it's the best city. Like, it's pretty great being over the water. Good to see you back in one piece, and with the Mistbeard's coffer no less. Let's have a look at it then. Lock's still intact, and there's no sign it's been tampered with. You did good, adventurer. The chief will be right pleased. Indeed he is. Good to know that you wouldn't disappoint me, my friend. You have my gratitude. Now, you're curious as to the contents, I do not doubt. Having risked life and limb to retrieve the coffer, you more than earn the right to know that knowledge. This coffer holds a secret to Mistbeard's identity. Ooh. Menacing, is it not? This mask, my friend, has been worn by all the individuals who are born the name Mistbeard. Aye, Mistbeard is not one man, but many. For generations, both name and mask have been inherited by those deemed worthy. And so the legend continues. It's kind of like the Dread Pirate Roberts from Princess Bride. Just, you keep swapping in new guys. As you train a new one, you want to retire, you swap in. And the name still garners respect, so you still are a successful pirate. I'm guessing that's where they got this. That's my theory. As you know, ours is a nation founded by pirates. It's in Limenson's blood to desire to be his own master, to reject authority and take what he wants. Some among us believe that piracy is a time-honored tradition, but so long as we cling to this tradition, we will never know lasting prosperity. Those were the woman's words, and Mistbeard saw wisdom in them. He swore to do all in his power to make her dream reality. In the future she envisioned, there's no place for pirate kings but in the tales of fishwives, and so Mistbeard has chosen to consign himself and his predecessors to the pages of history. This mask symbolizes an obsolete way of life, yet it is not without power. Should it fall into the wrong hands, another Mistbeard will rise. Hot-blooded Limensons will gather to his dread banner, and piracy will continue. The mask will never see the light of day again. On this day, the Pirate King Mistbeard draws his last breath. Denston, I trust you know what to do. Aye, aye, Chief. Give me a bit of time. The rumors of treasure will fade, just like the mist clearing. Alright, done with that. There's a show that talks about that very concept. Black Sails. Stars really wanted their Game of Thrones, and they used kind of pirates to do it. So it's a lot of intrigue like that. But ultimately, the point was the pirates trying to create their own government and stuff. It ends up not working very well. Because, I mean, there's a reason why we set up governments and everything the way we do, because it works. And they're flawed, obviously, but it's still better than chaos. And with pirates trying to set up their own system, they have to go through the same trials and tribulations that the rest of civilization went through. And apparently it takes a long time to get out all the kinks, as seen by our, like, European, Asian history, African history. So, just having this glamorous view of pirates ruling themselves and being free, it's like, well, unfortunately people are assholes, so you need rules and regulations. Good day to see you, my wayfaring friend. Say, you wouldn't happen to be the man who slew the Tonberry King, would you? Oh no, I hate this dungeon. I knew it, by the onion. I have a fine gent for you. Looking for you, that is. He has an appetizing proposal on the table, and I think you should pay him a visit. He is one of the treasure hunters at Camp Bronze Lake. Oh, and he will of course be there with his partner. The two are inseparable, but I'll let them tell you more themselves. Well, off to Lanoska. I hate Tonberries, they're frightening. Again, I hated them in the 16-bit ones because they had a million life and they'd slowly come towards you, and once they get to you, they just like one-shot you with their knife. And in this dungeon, they were also very scary. Alright, we're gonna go with the Bard for a bit because we're falling behind the level. Blozang sent you our way, did he? Well, I'll be thrice damned, it's you. Aye, the heroic bloke what lopped off the Tonberry King's head. Do you remember us? We was the pair around the entrance to the Wanderer's Palace. Sorry after that great bleeding Tonberry stabbed us. Here, wasn't we stabbed, love? Indeed we were. 'Twas most unpleasant. Now, adventurer, you are here to do something we prefer not to do ourselves. Venture into the Wanderer's Palace again. Best we start at the beginning, eh? Like I was saying, we was hacking away at little Tonberries when the big one snuck up behind us. We tried to fight it, but it got the best of us. Never been in worse shape, just lying there bleeding. Hells, I thought we weren't long for the realm, but just as I was thinking of me last words, lo and behold, Tonberries we'd been having it out with started treating us. Nursed us right back to health, they did. That's when we learned the truth about Tonberries. See, there was only medicine folk because of a curse. A curse that you lifted when you slew the Tonberry King. ARR. That Laudercom and twice as kindly again. This diction. Why, it was a right pleasure, having them take care of us for a fair spell. It's a pity those peaceful days didn't last. A band of Memel Jah, what called themselves Silver Scales, came storming into the palace. They say they're mercenaries, but there's nothing but the scum of the bleeding realm. The howling, the blood, there's so many dead. As if that weren't enough, the surviving Tonberries were locked away deep in the ruins. Why, in the name of the 12 do they deserve such a fate, you ask? We had grown rather fond of the Tonberries while living amongst them. They had good hearts, no matter how odd their appearance. None of that should matter anyway. This fellow is Huron, and I am Mikote. We are a lesser couple for our difference? I should think not. My heart goes out to the Tonberries, truly, to be so betrayed, so ill-treated and locked away in some horrid dungeon, by one's own people, no less. My dearest and I know their pain all too well. We both had to leave our birthplace. Why, you ask? Simply because we were different. No, we will not sit idly by and let the Tonberries be subjected to such a terrible treatment. Well said, love. But as much as we'd like to give the Silver Scales the boot ourselves, we can't stand up to a cartload of Memel Jah. So please, say you'll do it in our place. The Wanderer's Palace is the only home the Tonberries have got. Now you'll have to speak with Abazi Charazi and get a ride in... and get a ride in his boat across the lake. What's it now? Bon voyage? These guys are fun. Also, the first same-sex couple they've thrown in. Probably wasn't an accident having their story be about not being accepted. Come on that treasure hunter's errand, have you? Well, I'll take you across the lake, but be warned, the palace you're making for is held by the Silver Scales, and their leader's the most fearsome of the lot. Now, the Tonberries aren't friends of mine, but even I think the way the Memel Jah have been imprisoned is wrong. Capturing them, turning them into thralls. Go and give those sellswords hell. Sweet. Duty Fender. Hope it doesn't take too long. So I swap to DPS. Oh, you swapped to tank? Cool. That's tank, right? Yeah. Get him, Stepper. I think I'm just missing the bow. Yeah, just the bow. Which is, 1,000 something, so I'll get there. The warrior one looks cool too, but I'm not that worried about it. Because it'll be a lot of extra grinding to get it. Well, whatever it is, I know I didn't have enough. So after this one, I'll go check it. And again, I'm not really doing it, even though it is better gear. But I'm not doing it because it's better gear. I'm doing it because it looks awesome. And my bard gear did not. So I like my warrior look. Oops. Definitely ain't that. Don't run too far away. So the Tonberries have been locked away, and there's a big misunderstanding that we killed them last time. They were just defending their territory. You defend Tonberries? I don't know if I should have popped cooldowns there, but I did. It was fun. The proc AoE is very, very small and targeted, so I gotta wait until mobs are stationary to do it next time. None can quench my violet spear. Alright, we just killed it. What else you got? reapplied our dots there because we got our DPS cooldowns up. And dots usually have, in most games, like the best damage coefficient, so it is worth recasting them. When you're under the effects of damage increase. I assume it's the same here. Yoshi P is, after all, a giant hardcore rating nerd. Not much in the mechanics of this fella. Most important job as a bard, cast Peloton. In my opinion. If you can do that, people will like you. Alright, we're going big. As much as I want to burn cooldowns, I'm going to save it for the boss this time. And I'm not running DPS meter anyway, so I can't even see the giant AoE numbers. Next time. Guess we don't have to worry about those banners. Slithy Zul'Jah. Oh, I didn't do my song. Oh well. It's only 1% damage. Red's damage up. Okay. Give me that. Alright. It was not damage up this time. It's got to be an indication of what the colors are, which I have not picked up. Just try. Alright, Toad. Fire resistance down. I'm back! Alright, so I'm probably gonna get wrecked by AoE now. Alright, I couldn't make heads or tails of those mechanics, but we did it. Hey, we got the Tonberry out. Welcome, little buddy. Kill the idols, move out of totems. Okay. Thank you, sir. Kill idols, move away from totems. Got it. Alright, cutscene. He looks angry. Like half fish, half a malja. That's why they said stay close. Yeah, stay away from standards. Kill idols. Idol. You die. Alright, we're doing mechanics. I'm gonna go around the side. I'm in no rush. Dies. I'm definitely getting hit with that. No, I didn't. Just missed it. Wait. So this is a drag fight. A lot of these in WoW. Idol dead. I want a limit break, but I want to wait until they cast in their idol. Oh, I'm getting hit by that. Sorry, healer. Limit breaks are so cool. I know, like, in harder content, you probably work them into your game plan of, like, alright, when we get to this phase, we do this, and then that will get us through this phase quicker. So many cool gameplay elements you can have. Yay, Tonberries! Okay, there's still... still murderous little assholes, but they're our friends now. I am free of the rancor. Ha! That'll teach you. Yeah, play Final Fantasy V and tell me these guys aren't the scariest things ever. Oh. Okay, I guess I got that. I'm not gonna do it right now, but I'm gonna have to spend some time to go through all this gear. Mostly for glamour purposes. Now we gotta go back to our couple. We saved the Tonberries. Do they do hard modes for, like, every expansion? Because that'd be really cool. Have you swept the sellswords out of the palace? Ah, that's a splendid lad. Our thanks to you for saving the Tonberries, honest. Allow me to add my thanks to his, sir. You have our gratitude on behalf of the Tonberries as well. I think they truly deserve succor. Can you imagine losing your entire being to hatred? Little wonder the Tonberries became monsters. Neither of us are strangers to hate. Growing more spiteful with each passing day is sadly the province of those who are shunned by all around them. Yet malice will turn us all to monsters. The Tonberry told me as much one day. It gave me pause to think of wandering for ages with a heart ruled by rancor. Aye, the Tonberries have known more than their fair share of hard times, so from here on out we want to make sure where they live stays a sanctuary. Fortunately, whilst there's adventurers like yourself about to knock invaders out, we won't have to fear for the Tonberries. Now we're off for a right old reunion. Good fortune to you, friend. Yeah, we saved the day. Sweet. These are really fun, just little contained stories. I'm gonna change my opinion of Tonberries. Now I wonder why they're stabbing me maliciously. Alright, the guys are done. Alright. I've seen more and more visitors to this god's forsaken place lately, most of them battle-hardened types seeking a worthy test of their mettle. I trust that I might count you among them. Look, you didn't hear this from me, but word has it that the Copperbill mines are looking not unlike the 8th Hell in recent days. The Stone Torches would have us believe that they have matters under control, but a minor acquaintance of mine would beg to differ. He says the Torches have proven far more adept on quelling rumors than Hecatoncheires, if you catch my drift. Why do I betray this knowledge to you? I fear for my friend's life, and mine own as well, should those hulking monstrosities break free to the surface. If it's a challenge you seek, what say you accidentally find your way to the Copperbill and proffer your services? This was the place where you put down a slave revolt, right? The giants were slaves. I'm hoping that gets addressed here. What was I doing? Currency. Ooh, I think I can actually get the... Before we do that, I think I can get... If you're right that it's 600, I can get the bow. And it'll look out of place, less out of place with this bow. Yeah, can't get the bow. Bow. Bam. That thing is huge. Oh, that's cool. Alright, that's legit. That's suitable for endgame gear at 50. That's awesome. Alright. "72-man open world dungeons. Demise, I know I sort of ask for it, but try not to tell me stuff like that. I wanna like run into it rather than know it ahead of time. I did ask about the hard mode dungeons. That's my fault there. Adventurer, baseless rumors notwithstanding, I can assure you that your meager talents are not needed here. No Heckinton shares have returned to the mines, and even if they had, the stone torches would be seeing to the threat swiftly and ably, as is our wont. Ahem. I don't know what you just heard, but it was most certainly not the tortured scream of some unfortunate miner being consigned to the maw of bloodthirsty giant birth from the godforsaken depths. Ah, 7 hells, it's true, all of it. We thought we had seen the last of them, but we were wrong. Horribly, dreadfully wrong. Let down our guard, we did, and now the Copper Belt's overrun with the damned legion of the fiends, each one nastier than the last. We've already lost scores of men to the chaos. The few that had returned alive claim even the once docile brigands have gone mad, falling upon the poor miners in droves. So much for being the harbingers of wealth and fortune, eh? The stone torches are loath to lean on the strength of outsiders, but I cannot in good conscience place fool pride before the lives of good men any longer. You reclaimed these mines once. The torches, nay, the entire nation of Ul'dah, would be forever in your debt if you could perform the deed again. I beg of you, friend, banish those fiends to the depths, that they may never resurface. Alright. Copperbill Mines. Bow's ridiculous, I love it. Alright, let's see if we can get through some MSQ. I think I like it as is. Everything matches. That cool blue color works. I think it's good. I like the blue. I've done like half of this dialogue already. Let's see if we can get through it before we get a Q-pop. Okay, we did this already. Got through this, got through this. I'm only skipping it because I've read it before. Puppy Emo, we did this. We did this. Okay. Too many, I fear. So long as there are paragons to stir the embers, fools to build the pyre, and crystals to feed the flames, ever and ever again shall we suffer a primal visitation. A somber thought, but a salutary one. My heartfelt thanks, Jack. Already the information you have provided has proven invaluable. The Grand Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. Oh, before you do, my lady, I was hoping we might finish discussing that other matter. The matter of which you speak has even now been settled. The Scion shall not want for support. We shall be glad to send in additional supplies to Revenant's Toll. We knew you could count on you, my lady. Well, I do not remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangement with the Elder Seeds here. Mayhap you could return to the Waking Sands and apprise the antecedent of all that has transpired. Yes, I can. I look so cool. Pray return. They give you so many tickets. It's like, we don't want you to have to deal with this at all. Although, apparently is part of the story that there is no crystal here. The Syndicate didn't allow it, and apparently they're incredibly expensive, and the Syndicate is basically... It's basically like the American government, our government. Like, yeah, there is a government in Ul'dah, but in reality, corporations kind of run things. We kind of have the illusion of choice over here. So similar to here, the Syndicate didn't like the Scions, so the Scions don't get a crystal. Oh, perfect. Fun for both of us then. Okay, apparently the Spriggans are really annoyed at everything. I mean, the Giants rebelling does make sense. They're slaves. We're kind of the bad guys here. I like the music. Nice music. Another thing I would like, if I could just like hold over here and figure out what class these are. Okay, he's a monk. Wait, he's a monk? That doesn't make sense. Monks aren't healers. I'm confused. We're getting pelted by Spriggans. The shame. Alright, no blowing up this time through here. Just killing rocks. Oh. This random boss room I've ever seen. Kind of cool, though. Not your typical circle fight. Okay, we all are getting hit with whatever that is. Self-heal. Alright, that seems like kind of a DPS check fight. It would probably be hard if we weren't all much higher item level. Show these buggers that size don't mean shite. Again, we're kind of the baddies here. quote that a lot. I gotta figure out what that's from. I know it's a British comedy. Are we the baddies? I think it was people dressed like Germans, you know, during the war. Bomb detonating. I don't see a bomb. Sprite. We have a blasting device. Alright, someone's using the blasting device. So, do you put him in the bomb? Well, we didn't. Everything seems to be fine. I assume we want this dead. Looks like I'm going to be hit with something. Maybe that's the sprite targeting. Biggie is small, but Biggie's heart is big. Alright. Nice work. More ads. I'm trying to drag him in. Hopefully not die when I go through. That's still on me. Trying to drag him into your AoE. Alright. Just trying not to give the healer a heart attack. Right into another boss. Same guy, but bigger. This guy's definitely different. Cute Wriggly Wriggly's puny crush Cuban something. He's mad. Alright, so we just don't let that hit. There's a rock over there. Okay, so the worm is devouring the rock. don't know what significance that has. Oh no. I'm just shooting off the limit breaks because no one else is doing it in these dungeons. I don't know if I'm supposed to, but it feels good. Alright, I have no idea what that boss was about mechanically, but it's fine. Yeah, I saw ads were targeted, but I couldn't slow them or bind them or anything. Alright, what do we got? Meh. Meh. It's good to see you hale and healthy, Jacked. I received word from Ida and Papa Ema that you had felled good King Moogle the 12th, but I had hoped to hear your version of the tale. So it was as they said. Summoned with the same methods used by the Beast Tribes and taught by the Asians. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind Elder Seedsir of her usefulness. Her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks, Jacked. Owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are at long last ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So as to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revenant's Toll in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt, it is my intention to conduct future operations openly, but on this particular occasion, the need for caution overrides all other concerns. To move north as one ponderous caravan would surely only serve to invite attack. It would seem only right that I should be the last to leave, and I would have you remain with me until the end. Absolutely. Upon my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given into the care of Urianger. I thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness to some of the brightest and darkest moments in our Order's history. Mayhap it is best that we do not forsake them entirely. Urianger shall remain here and devote his energies to studying the nature of primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. Alice shall continue to work closely with him as well. Should they require our assistance, I have the assurances they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Urianger, would you inquire of him if any tasks remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I have forgotten something important. Alright. We're here, so we might as well just do this. Just feed the worm a rock when it says to... Oh, okay. Pretty straightforward. Again, being higher item level, we just tanked everything. Visor up. Thou art ever welcome, Jack, but I require no assistance. Pray take thy leave unburdened by concern for my well-being. Verily, thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayhap thou thinkest this chapter of our tale concluded, that these halls should rightly be consigned to the annals of history. In man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he doth set down the past. Full many a proud pioneer hath bravely stridden into the great unknown, only to find there the banner of his ancestor faded by the aeons, and still man glorieth in his discoveries. 'Tis through his pride and wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance, while they who lurk in shadow remain hidden, lost no sooner than they are found. You just love monologuing. Be not offended, Jack. Thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach. Despite thy surpassing strength, and all thy many victories, thou hast ever been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the failings of thy forebears. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that the same could be said of... Ah! Whence came that cry? The Solar 12 foretold the Asians. Scary music. Again, Minfilia. Jack, you must... Hydaelyn is the worst timing. Tell me, Louisoix, would you have done the same? Louisoix Leveleur was a remarkable man, wise beyond measure. Would that had met him prior to his passing. Nassian here? How? How readily you see you are indeed gifted, antecedent. But you're not like the others. Your robes. Gifted but ignorant. Yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebears. It has been millennia. Mine are the robes of an emissary. Unlike he who came before, I have no quarrel with you. He who you speak of La Habrea. La Habrea is a warrior. He fought. He fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes. Then he's still... Come. I only confirm that which you already know. There is no cessation, no oblivion, only expulsion. What are... We're ready when you are, my lady, if there's nothing else. She blatantly didn't see the robed man. Is something the matter? I feel the same way. Okay, apparently. She can't see it. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange to leave, but I'm sure we'll soon get used to Revenant's toll. Well, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like, my lady. We shall depart whenever you're ready. Okay, so only the antecedent can see it. It's only to be expected. She lacks the gift and knowledge both. To her, we are indistinct. I do not understand. Shadowless, fleshless, formless, what truth there is in each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge dictates expectation, and expectation colors perception. Thus did she perceive naught. So it is with all but a chosen few. Even you, when young, could not see with eyes unclouded. You know nothing about me. Nothing. The gift grants you clarity. It grants you focus. With it, you may come in time to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation. La Habrea did not think so highly of the Echo. La Habrea is wrong about a great many things. The Echo is indeed a gift, albeit one you have yet to master. And if we did, there would be no strife between our peoples, for we would be of one mind. So he wants her to join the dark side. Leave as I came in peace, antecedent. May we meet again as friends. Wait, stay where you are. Nah. Mayhap I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy she shields her children from his grace with such resolve. Or is it also by her hand that you survived the ardor, I wonder? So she's protected by Hydaelyn. I take it there's no need to explain. Save your concern. He did me no lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, it was not to kill. I heard a cry. What happened? Are you all right? You look faint. You need to lie down. I could fetch you a flask of my special tonic. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldesion. Tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tombs in particular. If there is any reference to the Asian robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it. Anasian, my lady, was that what gave you cause to cry out? I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white set forth from the waking sands, yet Asians are wont to employ teleportation magics. Why would one be so brazen? I know not and care not. Find him, Jack. Turn every stone in Vesper Bay if you have to. Pray attend me, Tataru. Alright. Time to go to work. Got a lot of dungeons done today, though. I really like that implementation of that. Just continuing the story, like, as you level up in WoW and other games, you just do the dungeon and move on. It's like, alright, I did the content. Well, this is like, well, what happens after the dungeon? Like, what happens to the things in the dungeon? They don't just reset and you do it again. Well, they do, but also the story does continue, which is really cool. Alright. Let's get our cool cutscene. Oh yeah. I'll be doing more of the dungeons. Because they're cool. Yeah, hopefully. Again, I'll be doing them in the morning. Just the only things I have left to do at 50 are obviously MSQ. I gotta finish the hard mode dungeons. And somehow probably do an unsynced coils, because the synced one, I don't think I'm gonna be able to find a group, but I still want to see the story. So, thank you to all who watched. Sorry about the technical difficulties earlier, but Google Fiber is still weird. Other than that, have a great day. Demise, thank you for the dungeons. It helped the queues quite a bit. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.